the most notorious women in history. In this video, we are taking a trip through history's shadowy underbelly and meeting women who send shivers down your spine just by mentioning their name. Elizabeth Bathory, Ilse Koch, Myra Hindley, Amelia Dyer, Aileen Wuornos, and Griselda Blanco. Some were driven by perverse desires, while others found themselves staring at death already. But the end result was always that history would never be the same again. We will expose the dark secrets they hid from us, unravel their childhoods, and explore their sinister acts. Hold tight, guys. It is about women who have done evil things most people can only imagine. 1. Elizabeth Bathory. The chilling tale of Elizabeth Bathory, Blood Countess. Born in 1560, this Hungarian noblewoman is infamous for her gruesome acts of torture and murder. Bathory allegedly tortured and killed hundreds of young girls, believing that bathing in their blood would preserve her youth. Cruelty knew no bounds, with reports of her using iron maidens, branding irons, and other horrific devices. Her reign of terror lasted for years, until she was finally arrested in 1610. Despite overwhelming evidence, her noble status spared her from execution. Instead, she was confined to a room in her castle, where she died 4 years later. Elizabeth Bathory's legacy remains one of the darkest chapters in history, a reminder of the horrors that can lurk behind noble titles. 2. Ilse Koch. The Witch of Buchenwald. Ilse Koch's atrocities. Ilse Koch, known as the Witch of Buchenwald, was one of the most notorious figures of World War II. As the wife of the commandant of Buchenwald concentration camp, she was infamous for her sadistic behavior. Koch was known for her cruelty towards prisoners, often selecting them for torture and death based on their tattoos. She allegedly collected lampshades, book covers, and other items made from human skin. After the war, Koch was tried and convicted for her crimes. She was sentenced to life in prison, where she eventually took her own life in 1967. Ilse Koch's actions serve as a grim reminder of the depths of human cruelty and the horrors of the Holocaust. 3. Myra Hindley. The Moors Murders. Myra Hindley's dark legacy. Myra Hindley, along with her partner Ian Brady, committed some of the most heinous crimes in British history. Known as the Moors Murders, their crimes involved the torture and murder of 5 children in the 1960s. Hindley played a key role in luring the victims to their deaths. The couple recorded their crimes, including the torture of their victims, which shocked the nation. In 1966, Hindley and Brady were convicted and sentenced to life imprisonment. Hindley remained in prison until her death in 2002, never showing remorse for her action. The Moors murders left a lasting scar on the British psyche, and Myra Hindley remains a symbol of pure evil. 4. Amelia Dyer, the baby farmer. Amelia Dyer's horrific crimes. Amelia Dyer, known as the baby farmer, responsible for the deaths of hundreds of infants in Victorian England. Operating under the guise of a caregiver, she took in unwanted babies for a fee. Instead of caring for the infants, Dyer would often murder them, pocketing the money. Her crimes went undetected for years as she moved frequently to avoid suspicion. In 1896, Dyer was finally caught and convicted of murder. She was hanged later that year, but the true extent of her crimes remains unknown. Amelia Dyer's story is a chilling reminder of the dark underbelly of Victorian society and the vulnerability of its most innocent members. 5. Aileen Wuornos. Title: The Highway Killer. Aileen Wuornos' deadly rampage. Aileen Wuornos, dubbed the Highway Killer, was an American serial killer who murdered 7 men in Florida between 1989 and 1990. Her life was marked by abuse and hardship, leading her down a dark path. Wuornos claimed she killed in self-defense, but the evidence suggested otherwise. Her victims were shot at point-blank range, and she robbed them after the murders. In 1992, Wuornos was convicted and sentenced to death. She was executed by lethal injection in 2002, leaving behind a legacy of violence and tragedy. Aileen Wuornos' story has been the subject of numerous films and documentaries, highlighting the complex and tragic nature of her life and crimes. 6. Griselda Blanco. The Black Widow, Griselda Blanco's reign in the world. Griselda Blanco, also known as the Black Widow, was a Colombian drug lord who played a key role in the Miami drug trade during the 1970s and 1980s. Her ruthless tactics and violent methods earned her a fearsome reputation. Blanco was involved in numerous murders, often ordering hits on rivals and even her own associates. She was known for her innovative smuggling techniques, which helped her amass a vast fortune. In 1985, Blanco was arrested and later convicted on drug trafficking charges. She served time in prison before being deported to Colombia, where she was eventually killed in 2012. Griselda Blanco's life was a testament to the brutal world of drug trafficking, leaving a legacy of violence and fear. Finally, and there you have it, the chilling tales of these infamous women etched into history. Their deeds, their darkness, forever haunting our collective memory. Remember, history's shadows hold secrets we can't ignore. Please don't forget to subscribe for more videos. Mr. Infinity X Beyond Our Horizon.